Taking a quick look here at our weather forecast for this afternoon. Today, sunny skies are expected throughout the day. We'll have a high of 52 degrees. Calm wind throughout the afternoon. Tonight, clouds are going to roll into our area. We'll have mostly cloudy skies and a low down to 30 degrees and a calm overnight wind. Tomorrow, cloudy skies with a high of 47 degrees. Wind chill value as low as 27 early on in the morning. Calm wind becoming easterly around 6 miles per hour. Friday night will be cloudy. We'll have a low of 28 degrees, northeast wind 3 to 5 miles per hour. On Saturday, beginning that weekend, we'll have mostly sunny skies with a high of 45 degrees, north wind 3 to 6 miles per hour. Saturday night will be mostly clear and a low of 24 degrees. On Sunday, mostly sunny with a high of 48. North wind's going to shift and start coming out of the south 2 to 7 miles per hour. By Sunday night, partly cloudy skies will have a low of 34 degrees. It's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report, brought to you by all of us here at KSMO Media.
This is Missouri Net, celebrating 50 years of bringing you statewide news.
Missouri Net News, I'm Matt Pilger. The number of Missourians getting a real ID is up slightly. Missouri Department of Revenue Director Trish Vincent says back in July the number was under 50%.
And now we're at 53.83%, which means we've got about 2.8 million valid, compliant, either driver's license, real ID, or non-driver's license. And, it's a customer's choice. It's a citizen's choice.
Starting February 1st, travelers without a real ID will pay TSA's $45 Confirm ID fee. Vincent says you can still fly without a passport, but getting a real ID costs just under $18, far less than the fee. The Better Business Bureau is warning Missourians to watch out for scams in the new year. Sue Danielson reports.
A recent Better Business Bureau report found investment and cryptocurrency scams top the list of common scams in 2025, followed by job and romance scams. The BBB says more than 61% of scams happened online, and the organization cautions Missourians to watch out for contacts on social media, as it's often used as a tool by con artists. The BBB advises consumers research businesses, protect their personal information, and avoid sending money to strangers to help ensure a fraud-free 2026. Sue Danielson, Missouri Net.
And dozens of state parks and conservation areas are hosting first-day hikes Thursday. Sarah Jones of the Missouri State Museum is hosting an urban hike showcasing architecture, art, landscaping, and history.
It's a sense of community. We come out and do an event together and enjoy the fact that we have this beautiful Capitol building here in Jefferson City.
You can find more information on MissouriNet.com. This is Missouri Net.
At the heart of every community, caring comes naturally. At Missouri Farm Bureau Health Plans, we're not just a health plan provider. We're your neighbor, your friends, your partners in health. With us, you're more than just a member. You're a valued part of our Missouri Farm Bureau family. Together we care, together we grow, together we thrive. Missouri Farm Bureau Health Plans, where your health is our commitment. Plan on us. Visit us at mofbhealthplans.com and contact your agent today.
Cats are masters at using up their 9 lives, like chasing laser pointers into walls or jumping onto high shelves. But the one thing cats never do, text while driving. So be like a cat and protect your one and only life. Don't text and drive.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Missouri will receive more than $14 million in federal funding to boost security for FIFA World Cup events in the Kansas City region. The FEMA grant will help the state detect and mitigate drone threats as thousands of visitors arrive for 6 matches and a fan festival next summer. State health officials are seeing a big spike in flu cases. The latest count is 9,200. Epidemiologist Nathan Kafarnas says flu shots are still available.
As far as that goes, I would say it's better late than never.
He says it takes a couple of weeks for the immunity to kick in after the vaccine. And Boone Health in Columbia is joining the National Rose Day Parade celebration through the Rose Vial signing ceremony sponsored by Midwest Transplant Network. According to the press release from Boone Health, each vial carries a message of hope and gratitude and will be placed on the Donate Life Rose Parade float, viewed by millions on New Year's Day. For more Missouri stories, find the podcast Show Me Today.
You've seen the vertical screens in Salem and Houston filled with local community events, business ads, and even obituaries. It's called Town Screen. But did you know that you could place your message in either or both of those towns, starting as low as $15 for a week per market? You won't find a more affordable way to get your message out to the public. Produce your own ad or get help from the Town Screen staff. Go online to townscreen.com or call or text 636-338-1199. Town Screen.
Let me tell you about some new specials in the deli at Country Mart. They now have fresh, made daily sandwiches with premium meats and cheese, made with Portofino bread for $4.99, delicious soups for $3.99, or you can enjoy soup and a grilled deli sandwich for $7.99. Country Mart still offers their daily specials and the everyday shrimp and fries meal. Stop by Country Mart today or online at tcmarkets.com.
Another light round of direct cash cattle business and cash hogs were not reported Wednesday. Good morning. I'm Megan Grebner with your Round the Livestock Market Report. There was a light round of direct cash cattle trade. For the week, live deals in the South were up mostly $229. That's $2 higher than the previous week's weighted averages. Dress deals in the North were at $356 to $357, steady to $1 lower than the prior week's weighted average basis in Nebraska. In Texas business last week, feeder steers and heifers were unevenly steady. The market saw big swings throughout the week. Prices actually started the week lower and then had moved higher by week's end. The USDA says demand was very good on yearlings. Medium and large one feeder steers, 600 to 647 pounds, brought $355 to $435. Feeder steers, 700 to 748 pounds, brought $315 to $368.50. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 550 to 595 pounds, brought $340 to $395. Box beef ended the day lower and sharply lower with light demand for moderate offerings. Choice was down $1.15 at $354.62. Select was $3.84 lower at $345.75. Estimated cattle slaughter was 43,000 head. That was down 75,000 on the week. Cash hog prices at the major directs were not reported due to confidentiality. Processors continue to have leverage and have been moving needed numbers without having to get too aggressive in their procurement efforts. Demand for U.S. pork on the global market has been in question as export data from the USDA has been limited, but domestic demand has been a bright spot as pork remains a competitively priced protein in the retail space. The 5-day rolling average for barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct and the Iowa, Minnesota is 68.42. The 5-day rolling average for the Western Corn Belt is 68.75. Pork values were sharply lower, down $3.03 at $93.66. Bellies had dropped more than $14 Wednesday, and estimated hog slaughter was 170,000 head, down 324,000 head on the week. At the CME, live cattle were lower, feeders were mostly lower, watching direct business, and lean hog futures ended the day mostly lower following the USDA's inventory numbers. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
The sun's shining, birds are singing, and all feels right in the world.
Until the season changes, and suddenly everything seems darker, less lively, and you lose your motivation to get out of bed.
If you struggle with depression, you're not alone. In fact, 1 in 5 people experience some form of depression, and no matter the time of year, it may affect your behavioral or physical ability to live a happy life.
At the American Psychiatric Association Foundation, we understand what you're going through, and we're...
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report, brought to you by all of us here at KSMO Media. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements, brought to you as courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, as well as online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your World Today, be sure to pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Dolores Gail Strickland Nee Crocker of Cherryville, age 67, passed away Sunday, December 28th. Funeral services will be held at 2 o'clock Friday afternoon at the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. A visitation for Dolores Strickland will be held from 11 o'clock in the morning until service time at the funeral home. Interment will be at the New Home Cemetery in Cherryville. All arrangements are under the Britton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Jorge Rodriguez Rojas passed away December 25th at the age of 62. A memorial service will be held Friday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon at the Rolla Chapel of the James and Gar Mortuary in Rolla. Visitation for family and friends of Jorge Rojas will be held prior to the service at 11 o'clock in the morning until service time at the chapel. All arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of Rolla. Chase Jordan Hopkins of St. James passed away Thursday, December 25th at the age of 16. Funeral services for Chase Hopkins will be held Saturday, January 3rd at 2 o'clock in the afternoon at the St. James Chapel of the James and Gar Mortuary. Visitation will be held at the chapel prior to service from 10 o'clock in the morning until service time. Memorials are suggested to the St. James High School FFA program. Cards will be available at all James and Gar locations, and all arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary. Carl Bernard McCord, age 75 of Salem, passed away Tuesday, December 16th, surrounded by his family in O'Fallon. A celebration of life will be held at 5 o'clock Saturday evening at the American Legion Post 99 in Salem. A memorial gathering for Carl McCord will be held from 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 5 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Memorial contributions may be made to the Parkinson's Foundation. Memorial envelopes will be available at Wilson Mortuary. All arrangements for Carl McCord are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Leona Lorraine Caldwell of Salem, age 71, passed away Wednesday, December 31st in Salem. Graveside services will be held at 1:30 Monday afternoon in the Gladden Empire Cemetery. Visitation for Leona Caldwell will be held from noon until 1 o'clock Monday afternoon in the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It's available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure to check out Your World Today online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your World Today, serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part is, it's absolutely free. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we return, I'll have some local sports and local news right here on KSMO Radio.
Attention, Missouri baby boomers. The Give 5 program wants to connect you with volunteer opportunities that fit your skills and passions. Learn how you can lend a helping hand and bring positive change to those who need it most in just 5 hours a month. Signing up is easy. Just attend our next free class in your local community. Visit our website at MissouriGive5.org to find a class near you. Brought to you by Missouri Area Agencies on Aging.
It's now time for a look at local news brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or, hey, give them a call, 729-7071. In the news recently, unfortunately, Missourians are being targeted not only by scam text messages, but also by fraudulent phone calls as well. State officials are warning residents to remain cautious and vigilant. The Missouri Department of Revenue emphasizes that it will never call or text individuals to request personal information related to taxes, motor vehicles, or driver's licenses. Authorities urge the public to disregard such messages and report any suspicious activity to help prevent fraud. The Internal Revenue Service has a tax relief program for individuals and businesses in parts of Missouri affected by severe storms, straight-line winds, tornadoes, and flooding that began last year on March 30th. Taxpayers now have until March 30th of this year to file various federal, individual, and business tax returns and make tax payments. Following the disaster declaration issued by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, also referred to as FEMA, individuals and households that reside or have a business in these counties in our area qualify for the tax relief. They are Iron, Marys, Reynolds, Shannon, and Texas counties. As a result, affected individuals and businesses have until March 30th of 2026 to file returns and pay any taxes that were originally due during this period. The March 30th, 2026 deadline applies to individuals' income tax returns and payments normally due on or after March 30th of 2025 and before March 30th of 2026, and 2025 contributions to IRAs and health savings accounts for eligible taxpayers. The relief also applies to the estimated tax payments normally due on or after March 30th of 2025 and before March 30th of 2026. Penalties on payroll, excise tax deposits due on or after March 30th of 2025 and before April 14th, 2025 will be abated as long as the tax deposits were made by April 14th of 2025. In addition, quarterly payroll and excise tax returns normally due July 31st of 2025, October 31st of 2025, and January 31st of 2026 are postponed until March 30th of 2026. For affected businesses, that is. If an affected taxpayer receives a late filing or late payment penalty notice from the IRS that has an original filing, payment, or deposit due date that falls within the postponement period, the taxpayer should call the telephone number on the notice to have the IRS abate the penalty. The IRS automatically identifies taxpayers located in the covered disaster area and applies filing and payment relief. But affected taxpayers who reside or have a business located outside of the covered disaster area should call the IRS Special Service toll-free number at 866-562-5227 to request this tax relief. Tax practitioners in the covered disaster area who maintain records necessary to meet a filing or payment deadline for taxpayers located outside the disaster area may contact the IRS Special Services. If the practitioner maintains the necessary records of 10 or more clients, please refer to bulk request from practitioners for disaster relief or additional guidance. Again, the tax relief is only for those in Iron, Marys, Reynolds, Shannon, and Texas County. The Denton County Commission met Monday morning at the courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green and District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams said crews would be out checking roads for downed limbs and trees from the high winds last Sunday night and Monday. Williams also said crews would be putting rock in a ditch on Denton County Road 2240 that had previously washed out, while other crews will be doing shop maintenance and cutting up trees for the wood furnace at the shop. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson had nothing to report. At the last meeting, Dent County Emergency Management Director Derek Marfett discussed with the Commission about him becoming an LLC to perform emergency management services for the county. The Commission agreed to draft a contract and run it by Missouri Association of Counties Attorney Travis Elliott for his opinion. The courthouse is closed today in observation of New Year's Day. The next meeting of the Denton County Commissioners will be Monday morning at the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and that meeting it is open to the public. That has been a look at local news and weather brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact administrators at 729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
The Spotlight on Soybeans is brought to you by the Missouri Soybean Association. Association President Renee Fordyce says agriculture is hurting right now, and it's important to take care of others, not just in this holiday season.
There are signs, and if you know the person well, you'll see the signs. Pushing away, denying there's anything wrong, spending a lot of time alone. Don't be afraid to reach out and say, hey, are you okay? Do you need to talk? Let's get together. Let's go have some coffee and let's talk this out, because I want to be your friend and I want to help you get through this. Farmers are strong people and people of faith, and I hope that if they're in kind of a dark place, get some help. Mental health is a huge thing right now in agriculture, and I just, please, if you need help, reach out. 988 is the number to call, or if you have a rural facility at hospital or something at home, go reach out. People are there. We want to listen.
Learn more about Missouri soybeans at mosoy.org from the Missouri Soybean Association.
Taking a look now at your local sports. Well, hey, folks, not a lot to report today. We'll start off with some Blues hockey. The St. Louis Blues, well, they were in Colorado yesterday and just got walloped by the Colorado Avalanche in a final score 6-1. Colorado Avalanche are on a record-setting season. Their record right now, 32-7. The Blues are still trying to get up to 500 on their record with a current record of 15-18-8. The Salem Basketball Tigers, they're going to be hitting the court tomorrow as they face off against the 6-2 Osage Indians. That game is going to be held at roughly about 7:30. We'll have that live for you here on KSMO Radio, as well as live streamed on KSMO Media. Salem enters the contest with a record of 7-4. That has been a look at local sports brought to you by all of us here at KSMO Radio. Stay tuned. Missouri Net Sports, it is next.
Missouri Net Sports, good afternoon. I'm Tim Fisher. We'll start with college basketball. We're on the schedule today. Lindenwood will play host to Morehead State. Southeast Missouri State entertains Eastern Illinois. The St. Louis Billikens yesterday picked up a 102-79 victory over St. Joseph's as they open up Atlantic 10 play. A 7th straight win for SLU, now sitting at 13-1 overall. Also yesterday, the Roos of Kansas City fell at Denver 87-74. The Missouri Tigers will be back in action on Saturday night as they entertain Florida, opening up SEC play at Mizzou Arena. The Tigers have gone 10-3 through the non-conference portion of the schedule. One of the reasons, improved play out of Jacob Cruz, who told Trent and Trent earlier this week it's been about focus for him.
My approach was different, more consistent with the workouts, with the shooting, less time at home, less time on video games, just coming into the gym and, working on being the best shooter I could be. And yeah, I'm definitely happy with the way I've started too.
The Tigers and Gators tip off at 7:30 on Saturday night. To football, where the Kansas City Chiefs preparing for their season finale on the road in Vegas against the Raiders on Sunday. Even with no playoffs to play for linebacker Nick Bolton, it's about playing with a positive attitude.
Yeah, you just want to end the year on a positive note. I've been saying it all the last couple of weeks, so energy and effort, things we can't control, especially on the defense side of the ball. And my group, man, I just want to make sure we show up when we do that. Guys are having fun, man. Like I said, the room changes year to year. Everybody changes year to year, so just enjoying that time you have together. I don't want to miss a moment. Just cherish the time we have.
The Chiefs and the Raiders kick off from Vegas at 3:25 on Sunday. Finally to hockey, where the St. Louis Blues will be back on home ice tomorrow afternoon skating against the Vegas Golden Knights. The Blue Notes trounced last night by the Colorado Avalanche 6-1. The Blues falling behind by 4 goals in the first 4 minutes. I'm Tim Fisher, Missouri Net Sports.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
We just kind of knew from the beginning that we were family.
They showcased a sense of love that I never had before. I mean, he's not only my parent, he's like my best friend.
At the end of the day, it's all been worth it. I wouldn't change a thing about our lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Your journey to college starts with filing your FAFSA. It's your key to federal and state financial aid, including grants and loans. Many scholarships require FAFSA submission too. Even if you think you won't qualify, it could unlock more opportunities than you expect. Don't miss out. You could make college more affordable. Take that first step towards your future at journeytocollege.mo.gov. A message from Missouri Department of Higher Education.
Now taking a look at your afternoon weather forecast. Folks, it's a beautiful day. We got sunny skies today, a pleasant high of up to 52 degrees, and a calm wind in our area. Tonight, we'll have some clouds moving in, and we'll have a low of 30 degrees and a calm overnight wind. Tomorrow, cloudy skies will remain. We'll have a high of 47 degrees. Wind chill value will feel as low as 27 early on tomorrow morning. Calm wind becoming easterly 6 miles per hour. Friday night, cloudy skies will have a low of 28 degrees. Northeast wind 3 to 5 miles per hour. Saturday will be mostly sunny. We'll have a high of 45 degrees. North wind blowing in 3 to 6 miles per hour. And by Saturday night, mostly clear skies and a low of 24 degrees. On Sunday, mostly sunny skies, a high near 48 degrees. Northerly winds going to be transitioning southerly 2 to 7 miles per hour. By Sunday night, partly cloudy skies and a low of 34 degrees. Taking a look now to your work week. Beginning on Monday, sunny skies with a high all the way up to 62 degrees. Southerly wind 8 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour early on in the morning. Monday night, partly cloudy skies will have a low of 41 degrees. Tuesday, mostly sunny. We'll have a high of 65 degrees. Southerly wind steady at 6 miles per hour. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy and a low of 41 degrees. And then on Wednesday, partly sunny with a high of 61 degrees. That has been a look at your extended weather forecast. Up next, Missouri Net News.
Missouri Net News, I'm Matt Pilger. About 2.8 million Missourians already have a real ID, according to Missouri Department of Revenue Director Trish Vincent. She says it makes flying easier, especially with TSA set to start charging a $45 Confirm ID fee for travelers without one beginning February 1st.
If you have a real ID, then you've got what you need in your hand to get on an airplane.
A Columbia man is facing charges after allegedly stealing generators and other items from Mizzou tailgates. According to the report from Jefferson City TV station KRCG, court documents say 3 generators worth thousands of dollars were taken from tailgate areas near Mizzou Arena in October and November. And the Better Business Bureau is warning Missourians to watch out for scams in the new year. Sue Danielson reports.
More than 61% of scams happened online.
This is Missouri Net.
Enough already.
We can do more.
Enough already. We can find a cure.
Enough already.
We can do better for our kids.
Enough already. We are relying on you.
We can come together to support Children's Cancer Research Fund, a national nonprofit dedicated to ending childhood cancer that is on the front line of breakthroughs. Because
it's enough already.
Go to childrenscancer.org today.
Hi there, it's Scott from Pentatonics. So from the beginning of our journey in music, the foundation has been music education. It's so incredibly important that we continue to show kids the importance of music in our schools, in our homes, and even in the car. Music is such a powerful expression of emotion and individuality, and we are responsible for keeping the love for music alive. This message is courtesy of the United States Air Force.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, we are proud to be chosen by our neighbors and recognized by Forbes as one of America's best insurance companies. Awarded for the dependable coverage we've been providing for generations, including 75 years of life insurance to protect Missouri families. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got Missouri covered.
Hi, I'm Willie Strader and proud to be part of this community. For all your insurance needs, call me at 573-729-4941.
You're
right here with us every day.
It's what I listen to.
And we have just one thing to say. Thanks for listening. KSMO, Salem.
Here